Open up your hearts and your minds to the words of Professor Derek Bell.
Obama asked the crowd to open their heart and open their mind to Derek Bell, and I'd ask that they do the same. But this time, be honest when your heart and mind tells you that this is one backward-ass racist.
I think what's happening. Propaganda.
Beware of strangers bearing gifts. There may be strings attached, and what might be strange for some may be a noose for others.
Now, as much as the premise of this movie irritates me, what irritates me just as much is that Republicans, with a few exceptions like Andrew Breitbart, weren't ready to swing back against nonsense like this.
America kinda let the brothers and sisters down.
He was one of the few I knew who understood that if Republicans can't put the racist stigma back on the Democrats, the Republican Party was always going to struggle unnecessarily to promote conservatism in America. Republicans start making excuses and say, what's the point? The liberals say that there was a party switch. Really? Is that all it takes to get your nose bloody? If you think about it for about 2 seconds, you clearly see that it's a big pile of donkey droppings. Look how effective liberals are at getting away with lies.
I'm the vice president of...
We are space traders bearing exquisite gifts that will restore your nation to its former glory. Machines that will renew your rivers and your air. Cold fusion technology for a safe, cheap, and inexhaustible source of energy.
What party is it that's always preaching about the environment, clean air, clean water, and renewable energy? The Democrats. Who do they have pitching this proposal? A likeness of the Republican Ronald Reagan. Democrats use environmental issues to make themselves look caring. But the plan of the Democrats is to use environmentalism to gain more government control. It's a sinister scam. But how do they get away with it? By making people think Republicans want to enslave them. Remember, y'all, Democrats are the party of slavery, the KKK, segregation, anti-miscegenation, and overall deniers of civil rights, and have made people believe it was Republicans. And they're doing it right here in front of your face. What are you gonna do about it? Y'all, listen, if the Democrats lose the black vote, they lose everything. This is why their hooks are so deep in the black community and have virtually hardwired the black community to be loyal to them. The chains that Democrats used to put on their wrists and ankles have now been clamped onto their hearts and minds. The Democrats viciously guard this because no race has had more influence over American culture than the black community. The Democrat Party has enslaved the talents of the black community for their purposes. At the root of the most popular music in America is the black community. Sports heroes, fashion, dancing, the most dynamic preachers. Look at Dr. Martin Luther King, a Republican who fought for civil rights that was passed with Republican support and even has a federal holiday because of the Republican Ronald Reagan who signed it in. And the Democrats fight tooth and nail to make the claim that Dr. Martin Luther King belongs to them. And one of the ways Democrats keep this loyalty is by generalizing all whites as racist. And then what white Democrats do is act like they really feel guilty over it and that they've risen above it. Then, when they've gained a little trust with the black community, they seal the deal by saying it's the Republicans who are really racist. They don't care about you, but we're here to help you. Where are they? I'll tell you where they are. They're in their corporate jets and out on the golf course. Meanwhile, Al Gore is zooming around in his private jet and Barack Obama is out on the green. And that's about the only aspect of going green Obama really seems to be interested in. Now check this out.
Sam, I have to go on record as saying this is crazy.
But what?
Well, welfare rolls would be cut 40%. Food stamps, Medicare, drug abuse programs slashed.
Okay, black people, you know that welfare is evil, yet you insist the government give it to you. And if they don't, you call them racist. And of course, that would be the Republicans. Yeah, Republicans are interested in your independence, and they're racist for it. while Democrats are interested in your dependents and they're heroes for it. You believe the Republicans are racist because they supposedly ignore you. First, you hate Republicans. It's not that they ignore you, it's that you made sure they're not welcome. Second, it's not about ignoring you, it's about doing what the government is supposed to do. Protect your right to pursue happiness and realize your own potential. Now check out this clip.
Leland, why don't you tell the rest of the boys how this trade would affect your distilleries?
Blacks drink 33% of my hard liquor, 48% of my cognac alone. Who's going to take up that slack?
Why, it'll decimate athletic shoe sales.
Cool and Newport cigarettes.
Pork. 15% of our best consumers gone. Like that.
Furthermore, the blacks are all gone. How long do you think poor whites will stand being at the very bottom of the barrel? We'll have a revolution before the year's out.
Y'all, this is how liberals see you. Liberals wrote this script. You know that, right? Look past the ones playing Republicans and realize these are liberal actors reading lines written by liberals. And these liberals are telling you what they think of you. It's sad that many in the black community blame the white man for putting liquor stores in their communities, but don't express that kind of outrage for the abortion clinics that are in their communities to kill them off. And despite my protest to the black community's loyalty to a party that wants to keep them enslaved, we black Republicans are seen as the saboteurs?
I cannot stand here any longer and be influenced by a man who has dedicated his entire life to sabotaging his own people. Now is not the time for trickery and tomfoolery.
You're right. We are saboteurs. We're trying to sabotage your dependency on the Democrat Party. Now, unfortunately, Robert Ghislaine played the stereotypical role of the sellout yet conflicted Republican. Now check out this clip.
We gotta do something. I mean, can we get across the border or get guns for everybody? I don't know.
Jennifer, they stopped selling guns to us yesterday, and 2 days ago they quadrupled the border guards. You know that.
Now come on, black people. Who is it that's always trying to impose gun control and gun bans? Democrats. Republicans have been for the Second Amendment rights. Do you know why? To prevent forced slavery and tyranny. Republicans, I tell you this. Andrew Breitbart rolled until the wheels fell off doing things like calling out the evils the Democrats have tried to project on the Republicans. No one person should have to feel the need to go that hard when there's supposed to be millions of Republicans out there who should have drawn a line in the sand a long time ago and said, you are not putting this on us and you will no longer bind the minds of the American people. I'm Alfonso Rachel with Zonation, where we don't let Democrats falsely accuse us for the evils they do. Big pile of donkey droppings.